guys, what's up? I'm Brian here, doing another video for you guys, and this time we are taking a look at Revenge of the Fallen Chromia. Now, I know it's kind of odd that I decided to take a look at this toy, but whatever. Anyways, this toy is okay, I guess. I mean, that's my initial thoughts. I mean, this is my review, and a lot of people really don't like this team. They just think it looks weird, but me personally, I don't hate the team. I know that a lot of people seem to hate the RC. I don't have that one, but I don't necessarily hate it from what I've seen. And for this one, I don't necessarily hate it. I know that it's not a great toy, I know that it's not a fantastic toy, but I had quite a bit of fun growing up with this, so there's that. Anyways, her main color is blue, and she has black, which is pretty cool. She is definitely out of scale in the motorcycle mode. I mean, here's revealed that shield's jazz. So, there's that. But I really do like the aesthetic of the motorcycle mode. If you don't like the robot mode, that's fine, but the motorcycle mode actually has some very nice detail. You can see some robot bits here and there, but it's not really picked out, and it looks just like motorcycle bits, so I'm fine. We could take a look at the back. Unfortunately, that's not painted with a the license plate on the back. Forgot what that was called. But anyways, yeah, unfortunately it doesn't have that, but the detail is there. I do like these exhausts. I think that's pretty cool. She would normally have a missile on the back. Unfortunately, that is missing, so there's that. And she does have this giant stand with a couple of guns, which is pretty cool, and it's got some treads, but that's mainly to help her stand in the robot mode, but you can install it for the alt mode. In the alt mode, she has a stand, so, well, she can stand. So that's pretty good. I'm doing a pretty terrible job right now, but not only that, you can move the tires, so if you can't really get the landing gear, or the, not the landing gear, but the stand to actually, you know, do its job, well, you can move the tires in a way that would help, like so. So that's pretty good, and she rolls fine, you know, it's alright. Again, I really do like the motorcycle mode. It's got a lot of nice detail. I like the little insignias on the side. This whole entire midsection seems to be popping out, unfortunately, but that's okay. It's been a while since I've done anything with this, so there's that. But yeah, I like it overall. I think it looks good. Now we go on to the robot mode, which is going to be a little more controversial. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So, to transform her, what you want to do is you want to pop off these side bits like so. Then you want to take this arm and pop it out like so. And then this arm is attached to the gun. So just swing this section down and pop this out of place. And it helps if you move that up. And you can see the chest is starting to split. It might help if you open this up and bring the section out. It's got a ball joint right here and then a hinge right here. And you may have noticed that it's cracked on the top here, so I gotta be very careful with that. But anyways, once you've done that, you take the gun out and it's connected on the bottom here. You just pop that out, and you basically do the same thing to the other side. Take this section, move the handlebars to the side, and rotate this around. It's on a ball joint, so you can do whatever you want with that. Next, with this section, you want to bring up the head, and close this section back up like so. So that's pretty cool. Next, what you want to do is bring this forward, take this little panel piece, and flip it back, and you can move the tire like so, or however you want. Move this section like so, and move these panels along the sides like that, and you can rotate this out. And that is Chromia in her robot mode, and as you can see, she can't stand because she's on one tire. Well, what you can do, you can also, you can click this into place between these little tabs, so there's that. But what you can do is you can take the turret stand thing and you can attach it to her like so, and that will allow her to stand, so that's pretty good. And there's Chromia in her robot mode, and I think she's alright, although a lot of people are going to argue with that. Sorry for the cut. Let's take a look at the articulation. So for the arms, they both have ball joints on the top here. Her head is on a ball joint that's very loose. I don't know if it's because it's an older figure or it was originally that loose, But she also has a hinge right here, so you got that. I really need to fix that ball joint. Anyways, again, ball joints right here. There's a mushroom joint right below that, so you got some pretty good articulation with that. You also have this joint for this arm and this arm. There's no real reason to have that joint here, but it has it. And for this arm, you can bring it down and up. On this arm, you can kind of do the same thing, but we'll talk about that in a second. Now, for this, she has a ball joint in here, actually 2 ball joints, but because the main torso or the chest section is connected, it's pretty much made for one joint. And then she's got joints right in here that allows her to do that. So you can do whatever you want, you can pose that however you wish. This is also on the joint, and then this is on the ball joint. And then right below here you have a joint for the wheel, so you can do some bounce, bounce, bounce poses. And then, not only that, she has some articulation in the gun, but what's cool about this is there's the joint right here that will move it forward and back, but she has the Mech Alive gimmick, so all this blue techno bits will move depending on how you move the arm. So that's just a little thing. It's nothing major, but you can do a lot with that. Actually, not a lot. You can just do forward and back, and it will just move. That's basically it. Anyways, to launch the missile, you just push on this little tab at the bottom, but it doesn't have the missile, so unfortunately I can't really show that for you. Anyways, with that said, I kind of like the guns on the bottom. It just adds to her. Although I'm not sure how I feel about the treads, because I don't feel like the treads add speed to it. So I don't know. I still think this section is kind of cool by itself. I mean, it's a little gun thing with treads, not a tank. Or maybe it is a tank. Maybe it's a really small tank or something. I don't know. But I still think it's pretty cool. I love the detail in the wheel right here. You can see the chain. That looks pretty cool. So yeah, there's not much more to say. The chest doesn't really hold too well. And the head, again, is very loose on this toy. But is she a bad toy? I wouldn't say that, because she's got a lot of paint applications, and she is definitely different compared to a lot of the other Transformers. Now, to a lot of people, different doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing, but to me, different doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I mean, we've got a Generations Chromia out there, so if you want a more G1 accurate Chromia, go for that one, of course. This is just trying to do something different. And I know that a lot of people do not like Revenge of the Fallen. I think it's the worst Transformers film out of them all. But I don't think the design of this is bad. Also, I need to mention that you do have the connection tab to attach this to the other sisters, because there was going to be a combined mode for these, but they kind of dropped that. Especially since one of these characters is just Chromia repainted, so there's no real point to have that. But they still installed the connection joint, and they still work, so I guess you can make a fan-made mode out of that. Oh, size comparison. Forgot about that. So this isn't really much for a size comparison, but here she is next to Chrome Dome. Chromia, Chrome Dome. Didn't even realize that. But, it's not really a fair comparison, because she can extend her torso, she can do whatever, you know, to change her size, so there's that. But just in the position that I got her right now, that's a size comparison. So, yeah, do I recommend it? If you guys really want it, but she is kind of a basic figure. You don't get any leg articulation, but, I kind of like it. You know, it's different, at least. You know, at the very least, I can say it's different. Not bad different, but it's different. So I'm going to stop saying different and pretty much end the video here. I thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I'll see you guys next time.